Hi, this is Miss Spencer, and today I'm going to show you how to make a paper skirt, which is for your costuming project. I'm going to show you the one I've made. I'm adding some decorations here, so it's not totally done. But here's my skirt, and when I pop it on, haven't added my Velcro yet. So you will be making a skirt similar to this one, and you will do it in 4 days. Promise you, I'm going to take you step by step. So let's get ready to do this. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is a newspaper. You should be able to do this with one newspaper. If not, have some extra paper. I will have a little bit of newspaper in the classroom, but one good Sunday paper, one good daily paper, if it's not too thin, a USA Today, something like that should get you through. You're going to need scissors, a stapler with staples, and I'm using masking tape to kind of fortify my skirt, and the regular I don't know what they call this tape, just I call it the manila tape. Okay, all right, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm taking the paper, I'm opening it up, I'm taking out this single sheet. This is what I call a single sheet. And I have a single double page sheet. You're going to take that single double page sheet and you are going to fold it all the way over, right? Folding it all the way over, hot dog style. And then you're going to fold it over again. Okay? And then fold it one more time. Okay? So now you have like this one long sheet. Now this is the beginning of our band. This is going to be the piece that we're putting around it. So we're going to need one more. So I'm going to get another piece of my paper. And open it. Another sheet. I'm going to fold it over, hot dog style. And then I'm going to fold it over again. And fold it una más. Once more. Okay. So now I have two. And basically all I'm going to do is staple these bad boys together. I'm going to put a staple here on one side. And then turn it over and put a staple here. Alright, so that they are now one. And because my waist is relatively small, when I put it around my waist, I can kind of see where it's going to go. And I'm going to leave this 6-inch, this is about 7 inches, 6 or 7 inch extra on here. I'm going to leave this on to the very end. So when you put it around your waist, put it where you want the skirt to fall. Now it's going to be a little stiff, so what I would do is let it fall where it's comfortable. Don't expect it to fall below your belly button unless you're really thin and you are able to do that. Consider that you're using paper and tape. Okay, so I'm good. If you're a larger young lady, you might need to do 3. Okay, do what's gonna fit on you because you're gonna have to actually wear this. You got to show me that you actually were putting it on you for your comfort. Okay, so Now we have our band. Okay, so now that we have our waistband, we are getting ready to make the strips that will actually hang from the skirt. So you still have these double pages. So what I would do is turn them into single pages. So I'm cutting. And I'm going to make these my single pages. So here I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you want to make about, honestly, about 30 or 40 of these. Maybe, but I would make them as I go along as well. I don't want to go and cut in 30 or 40 when you might only need 25. But you're going to, this is like the core of your dress. So, of your skirt, I mean. So you're going to need quite a few of them, because you will be doing layers on your skirt. So I'm going to show you how to make those layers. Okay, so I have enough to get me started. Let me cut just 2 more. We have a single here, so that's good. Came straight out of the comics. And you do want to consider where you want color in your skirt. You know, with this particular paper, I have colored comics, so I want to make sure that I, you know, use those wisely. Okay, so how you make your first skirt piece is you take this and you fold it hot dog style. And then you fold it again, hot dog style. Now, you can either make your strips thick strips, but I'm going to make mine thin strips. So I'm going to fold it one more time. So it looks like this. Now, here I have my color. Here I have black and white. So you decide if you want the color at the top of the skirt, you'll staple it at the top of the band. If you want it at the bottom. So I'm going to take my band and I'm going to staple this. Now, let me say this about your band. I didn't staple this right, because all of this should be down the other way. So I'm going to go back in and edit this for just a second. I'm taking the staples out, because what I want is, you see how this is open here? I want it to be open all the way down. So you see here, I didn't staple it the same way. So I'm going to go back in and re-staple this. This is what I love about working with paper, because it's not like I have to go back in and like re-sew anything. All right, so I'm re-stapling my band. Ooh. All right, so now I have a band, and as you can see, we now have everything down the same way. Now, the reason I had to go back is because it's very important that when I'm stapling my pieces onto my skirt, I want to also be closing this up. This part up, I want to be closing it up as I'm stapling. And I'm going to put 2 staples in. So I'm going to put a staple here and a staple here. And what you're going to do is you're going to put these all the way down. So I'm going to do a couple of more. Now I have some color. So I'm going to fold hot dog. And then I'm going to fold hot dog again. And I'm going to fold hot dog a 3rd time. And I am going to staple. And I'm going to kind of let them overlap. Nice and neat. If you don't let them overlap, you have spaces in between. It's gonna require more paper for you to use. So make sure you kind of overlap them a little bit, so you won't have to have as many strips. All right. another one. And I'm going to fold hot dog. And I'm going to fold again, hot dog. And you normally will be able to do this with the right amount of focus and determination. You can make a skirt in a little over an hour, just about an hour. I made the one that I started with. I made it earlier today, and I put a movie in, and I was done with the skirt by the time the movie ended. Now let me show you. You got to be careful here. So as you can see right now, I have 3 pieces on here. And you can see that I kind of leaned this one, so I have this space here. Now that's okay because we are going to put another layer on here, but you still want to be careful and just try to be as precise as possible. Okay? All right. I'm going to go ahead and fill this up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have cut some strips. I pre-cut some strips. So I just want you to know that you're doing great. And all we have to do is just keep moving forward. Alright, and pull this over here this way. Make sure you try to keep them straight. Another really good thing you can do is put on some good music. This is a really good time to focus on something, like the Sonnet 18 that you're supposed to be learning, or some lines, or now that you're getting the hang of it, you can start really thinking creatively about what else you might want to do. You might see an interesting part of the paper that you're like, hey, I want that part in my band, and start thinking about how you can implement that creativity into the waistband of the skirt. Otherwise, just keep it moving. Just keep it moving. Okay? So I'm still folding and stapling. And I normally will make a couple of these and then staple. So this is a little bitty thin one because the paper is thin, but that's okay. I can still use it. And I'm still going to use it. You might want to have somebody help you if mom is around or grandma is around. They don't mind. But make sure that they stay focused with you. It's a really good time to maybe talk about some things. Don't get into something too heavy where somebody get mad at you and they walk away and now you don't have any help. I'm working by myself, though. It just makes it easier for me. I don't really like to employ people if I don't have to. Plus, you appreciate it more when you do the work yourself. You feel like more accomplished and more capable. So I have some papers that I want to kind of play around with, and because they have color in them, so I'm not going to use them just yet. But once again, everything else, I'm just going to keep moving. Oh, what do I do with my scissors? Scissors. Alright, so I'm still cutting my single sheet. I'm folding. And you have a week to do this, so you might want to, give it maybe like 30 minutes a night. Maybe just spend one of the nights, once you realize how many strips you're going to need, just folding your strips. And then come back the next day and staple. And then come back the next day and do your next layer of strips. Now, all of your strips won't be this size, so don't make 100 of these, okay? Do not make 100 of these because you won't be using all of them in the same way. Alright, so now I'm coming back and I am stapling. I'm going to overlap just a little bit. You see that? Overlapping and stapling. Overlapping and stapling. And make sure they stay straight, that they don't angle out. You don't want them to angle out. And once again, you're looking at color, you're looking at texture. I know it just looks like a bunch of paper, but where you put your colors and your black and whites is important. Alright, so I'm going to pause the video and go ahead and finish this up. And then we're going to come back and look at what we got. Okay, so let's see how far I've gotten with my skirt. So I'm standing up and I'm checking to see how far around I've gotten. I'm almost done. You can see that. This is just my first layer though, right? So this is my small layers and we're getting ready to do our second layer up under here. Okay? So I'm probably going to add about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably about 6 more, just so I can close it up, because right now I can close it, but I'm having to suck in. So I want my skirt to kind of, you know, I want it to be contoured to my body. So we're doing good. Just keep it up. And don't give up. You can do this. Okay, so now I have my skirt pretty much done. I have all of the pieces lined up on my waistband. I have my little like 6-inch out piece that I'm not going to put anything on. So now I'm going to turn it over. Now, we are about to do a second layer on top of this. So let me show you what that second layer is going to look like. And it's going to move a lot faster because you don't have to fold as much. So you're going to take another single sheet long. You see I have red here. I found pieces with red and I'm going to try to use that to my advantage. And all you do is fold once and fold twice. And then you're going to take these and staple them on the back side of the band, in between or on top of each layer, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to take this one and I'm going to staple twice. Make sure it's there. I'm going to take another one, fold once, hot dog, twice, hot dog, and staple. And you're going to overlap these just a little bit as well. Okay? So make sure you cannot see anything in between them. And I'm going to staple. I'm going to do one more and then I'm going to pause my video so that I can get mine done. Fold once. Fold twice. And overlap. And staple. Alright, and you're going to do this all the way down. All the way down until you reach the end. Okay? All the way down. Alright, good luck. Don't give up. You got this. You can do it. I believe in you, and it's going to be great. Okay, so at this point, you might have noticed that your hands are getting a little sooty, and that's okay. You're working hard, you're doing what you need to do to get this grade for this class. So I'm gonna, I've preset some of my strips, so I'm just gonna let you see me putting these strips in. Remember, you're overlapping these a little bit the same way you did the smaller strips. Make sure you're overlapping so that when you do a fitting for your skirt, you can kind of see the benefits of having the bigger strips underneath the smaller strips. And next time we're going to get into, costuming. But it's important that we engage our imaginations. So once again, if you go out to Wally World, aka Walmart, and see this strip has Badu and Common on it. And it's going right on the back of this skirt, down at the bottom, so it can possibly be seen. But you go to Wally World, aka Walmart, and they have the different color tapes. Now I'm just going to be using regular gray masking tape for this skirt, but I know they make all different kinds and colors. So if you want to use hot pink or green, or you can go to Office Max or Office Depot. I think they also sell the tape at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, but that's up to you. Once you kind of get your skirt, the base of it done, you can start to think about accentuating it. If you have a hot glue gun, by all means, use it. Now, is Miss Spencer telling you you have to have a hot glue gun? Absolutely not. Don't use it if you don't have one. If mama is not interested in going out and buying one, granny, your brother, anybody, if they're not interested in going out and getting it for you, or you can't get it for yourself, don't worry about it. Because this basic pattern does not require for you to. I just want you to get some experience in using your imagination and understanding that you don't have to have a sewing machine to make certain articles of clothing. When you get into costuming, it's all about understanding texture. It's all about understanding materials, raw as well as fabricated. And this is about having fun. So I don't want you to panic or stress if your skirt doesn't look like a runway skirt. Even though we are going to do a fashion show, so make sure you do your best. Okay? I do want you to do your best. And I think I'm going to need a couple of more. Yeah, I'm not quite towards the end, as you can see. I only have one more pre-set strip. So I'm going to have to make some more. I am not really focused on how the stapler is going in as long as it's securing my papers. Okay? Now, when I'm putting my papers down, I am considering what do I want the people to see. So that's kind of gnarly on the back. I don't really like it. I do like this because it has color. And to me, this is what I consider texture. It's like patterny and it stands out. So I'm going to put it on upside down because I really like that blue down at the bottom. So consider when you put your strips on, when you're putting your strips on, just look at them and decide where you want that color to be in case somebody sees it. If you're putting all your colors at the top, if you're putting them all kind of in the middle, if you see some black and white strips, you want to put like black and white and then put a little color in the middle, consider how you're laying your strips out. Otherwise, just get your first model done. We will be doing a lot of this, experimenting with raw materials. So, just take it easy on yourself. Don't judge yourself too harshly. And just keep it up. So I'll be right back. You're doing good. Okay. So now I have my front and the back part of the skirt done. Right? See it? So I'm going to look at it from the back side. See if y'all can see that. From the back. Boom. So So I have maybe like a little piece here. And that could just be the paper. Could just be it. Okay? And then I'm going to flip it and see what it looks like from both sides. Because I don't know yet which way I want to wear it. And I kind of like that one better. So I'm looking at it all the way around. Checking for gaps. Because I got a badonk-a-donk. Alright? Alright. Looks like we're getting it together. Alright, so if you have any gaps, go ahead and mark them. Make your, if you have any gaps, go ahead and mark them. Fold whatever paper you need at this point. So if you need a small strip, which I really think, the big strips are going to help you out. So I would just kind of fill in where the big strips are not covering everything. And then I'll show you how to put the tape on. Here I come. Don't give up. You're doing good. Hi. I accidentally erased the video where I put the tape on. So the tape is on, but there's no video. So I will show you, ladies and gentlemen, how to do that in class tomorrow. However, I do want you to see the finished skirt. So I'm going to record that, and we'll move forward from there. Okay, so I apologize, but I accidentally, again, I'm going to say it, I accidentally deleted the video where I put the tape on. But I'll show you guys in class. And the next time I make a skirt, I'll actually make sure I record it. But it's getting late and I got to be at work tomorrow. Okay, so I put the Velcro on as well. My little Velcro strips. I can't believe I deleted all that. I thought I was really recording. It was really weird. Anyway, so this is that flap that we kept open. And the flap is for you to just kind of be creative with. Me, myself, we'll work with it in class and we'll see what we can make out of it. But this is the skirt. Okay? It's really cool. It's really nifty. I might actually just like wear it to work tomorrow. And you can see once I get a nice little fly shirt on with it, it actually works. It actually works. And we will be doing more paper things as we go along. So welcome to costuming. Welcome to your first assignment. And I wish you good luck, but I know you're going to do well because you have me as a teacher and me as a guide. And we're not going to panic. We're not going to stress. We're just going to do what we got to do. So get ready to make your skirt. You're going to be great. Bye.